Hello and welcome back to our series in which we are going through all the desktop environments that are available on Arch Linux, and we are using the desktop environment page from the Arch Wiki, which contains an alphabetical list of the officially supported DEs. And last time we took a look at the Deepin DE, and now we are going to take a look at the Enlightenment Desktop shell, which is basically a very minimal install for the Arch Linux operating system, so you will only have to install the Enlightenment package, and this package itself does not really have too many dependencies. This will only contain a desktop shell. Similarly, I guess how the Budgie desktop only installed the very basic things for the desktop environment itself by installing this package, but in this case we don't really have the official Enlightenment software in our official repositories, so a lot of these things you will have to install from the AUR. We have a few things like ePhoto and Rage, I guess, for the Enlightenment Desktop that are available from the main repositories of Arch Linux. And if you take a look at the Enlightenment website, you will be able to find all the things that you will have to, or we will be able to find sooner or later as part of the full Enlightenment desktop environment experience. So the thing is that currently the Arch Linux repositories only contain a very minimal set of these Enlightenment applications. So what we will have to do is just figure out how good the Enlightenment desktop environment is for Arch Linux if we just install it. So sudo pacman -s enlightenment and the terminology. I will install terminology with it because it is suggested. What? Enlightenment. Yeah, this way. If I type it correctly, it works. So it will resolve the dependencies for us. You can see it's not that long a list as we had in our latest episodes. So let's install the Enlightenment desktop environment. Let's take a look after it installed how it looks like, and maybe we will install a few other things to make it look good. And I will see you after I click this button. So seemingly on the Enlightenment desktop environment, unlike all the others that we tried before, we start with a prompt to choose a language, and you can see that the Korean fonts don't exactly work here. So we are going to do with English simplified and select a keyboard. Well, I do not like typing on the English keyboard, so I will have to find the Hungarian for that. Yes, thank you. And well, we can just use standard Enlightenment computer and tiling. So tiling window management configuration for devices with keyboard and mice, like average PC, desktop, etc. Computer configuration devices with... Yeah, I mean, there is a tiling mode, which is not what we are here for. We are here for desktop environment review and not a tiling window manager review. So let's see what it is going to be doing. So select preferred size. So for the video, I guess it's better to have bigger sizes here. Focus whenever a window is clicked. Quite nice options or opportunities here to set up the whole system on the first launch of the desktop environment instead of just install conman service for network management support. So there is this conman for networking, but we have the network manager, so I think it will be fine enough. We do not have Bluetooth on this virtual machine, so I don't know. And I guess we don't have hardware acceleration on the virtual machine anyways, so that's it. Enable update checking. We don't need update checking because, well, we will be updating things from the Arch repositories. And what else the iWar launcher can do is, so this is in addition to that. Taskbar. I mean, let's enable it and maybe we'll turn it off later. Alright. Okay, so this is, well, I set everything really big and A few days later. Alright, so we are on the Enlightenment Desktop, and you can see I managed to set the size of these icons and things to a more manageable size, and we can have icons on our desktop here, and we can move these icons wherever we want. We cannot select them because at least in the default settings, a left click on the desktop will bring you up the main menu. A right click on the desktop will do basically nothing. And the right click on these, so double click on these icons will of course open the file manager at the directory that it should open at. And the right click will do like cut. Okay, what do I cut here? I have no idea. And what do I paste here? Also have no idea. So the right click is a kind of weird for me, because if I right click on these icons, it more seems to me that it's kind of a context menu for the desktop and not a context menu for the icons itself. Alright, so other things we can see here is this bar in the bottom. So this desktop environment, this Enlightenment Desktop environment will do us the favor that the bar can also be a, a panel. And for that, we can maybe right click on it somewhere. No, maybe just to go to settings here on the left hand side. And this is called, what is it called? This is called shelf. So we can go for shelves. Here we can add a new shelf if we want to. So we want another shelf, and we can add other things to this other shelf. You can see it appearing on the left hand side. Sys tray, maybe. I don't know. There are tasks. So these are things you can add to this new shelf, but that's not what I wanted to say. Let's remove this. We don't need that shelf here. What we can do is we can go for settings here and change our shelf settings to size. This shrink can be switched off, and now we have a panel instead of we have a bar. What is it called? A dock or a panel. So this can be like set up here. We can move it around. We can basically move it anywhere we want. So we want to put it in a corner, we can do it. We can put it in the corner in these two separate ways. I think it makes sense. Keep it on the bottom, but you can do it however you prefer. So one other thing about the window management on this desktop environment is once you put your mouse somewhere where you can resize the windows, your mouse cursor will have this fluctuating rectangle around it, which is a kind of a visual clue. And when you can move around, you can see this rectangle moving around. And for some reason, it will also tell you the coordinates of the window while moving. And I guess that's fine. So what else do we have here? We have this virtual desktops, and let's open a thing in here, and then we go to another one and open this here. So you can see that we can just click on these icons and we will be moved to the other desktop. And then we have this thing here which will tell you what window is open, and for some reason the file manager does not have an icon in there. But let's open the terminal. So terminal has its icons, so you can kind of see the icons here, but then we also have this other thing here which will show us the names and the icons, and this one actually shows the icon of the file manager too. And you can see that, well, the big difference, I guess, is that this widget here will show you all the windows on all workspaces, while this other widget is also only showing you the ones that are open on this virtual desktop. So if I click on the terminology here, it will bring me to the virtual desktop it is on. So I think it is neat. It is nothing extremely special. It's a little weird that you have these separated by these two tools here, which is one of them is for backlight setting for your laptop, and this one, I don't know this temperature, what is this supposed to do here, but it's not doing much for the virtual machine. We have a clock here. Clicking on the clock will open your calendar. You can set your clock and calendar set it up the way you want. So if you want seconds there, you can have seconds. You can have a 24-hour display instead of AM and PM. So all of those work. The date, you can show the date very small. Yeah, it's maybe better not to show the date here because you cannot see it. Anyways, you can set what day the week starts, on what days are the weekend starts, on how many days of the weekend you want to show. So, for example, now it's only set to 1 on Sundays, but maybe you want Saturday and Sunday to be highlighted. So let's do that. You can have the calendar set up any way you want. It doesn't really matter that much, but you have to actually apply your settings or click OK and not just close. Close is actually kind of cancel. This widget here is for your, audio settings. And you can see that yellow thing showing you the relative volume level, and you can go over 100 if you really want to. Oh, it became blue because now it was yellow because it was muted, but it's not muted anymore. We have also input method here, so if you want to change your keyboard layout, you can do that, and there is a suspend power off, reboot, hibernate, logout window here. You can lock the screen, and then you can enter your password to come back. And this is basically what we can do here. Enlightenment will also offer you a screenshot tool, which is kind of nice. You can select part of the screen and then, I don't know, press enter, and then enter will save it. Yeah, this is the one thing I made with the screenshot tool. Let's go to the screenshot tool, back to the screenshot tool. So let's set this active area. We can add cats to our screenshot if we want to. We can add pointy fingers, and we can change the color of these pointy fingers if we want to. I guess so. You can add the silly walking guy from Monty Python. Text, I don't know, because even if I type, the text does not appear. It just says simple text in a very small font that I can barely see. So let's close this screenshot tool. Not the best screenshot tool I've ever seen. What else do we have? We can change the wallpaper, of course, which I don't know. Why didn't it change? Oh, let's apply. Okay, now it's changed. So we need to turn off the theme wallpaper for this to work. But anyways, it comes with a few wallpapers if you are interested in that. And well, now it's the wallpaper also shows on the virtual desktop selector. What else we can add gadgets to our we can for some reason I cannot enlarge this window, but we can add the same widgets we can add to our dock here. We can add that also to the desktop if you want to. And Enlightenment also comes with a report bug functionality, which some people like. If you can report bugs directly from the software itself or from the desktop environment itself. I never clicked on that before, so let's see if anything happens. All right. So it opens a web browser and just throws us to the bug report page of the Enlightenment Desktop. One more thing, let's talk about Windows. So here all the windows have this decoration where on the right hand top side we can set it to always on top. We can set it to sticky, which will make it appear on all of the workspaces. We'll have them, we can shade it, which will minimize the window, but in the, for the title bar. And then what else do we have here? We have borderless mode, and in borderless mode, I don't know what to do. I have to click here and I can switch the borderless mode off to get back to be able to handle this. And there is, of course, the maximize button here and the minimize button, minimize the tray, or not tray, what is it? Minimize the panel, I guess. So you can do all these things on every window. And you can move them to other desktops. You can align it to the right. Oh, you don't have another okay, you can just click on the the desktop, and then it will be aligned to the left of the desktop, or maybe you have two windows open and maybe I want to align this to the left of the other window, and now the left sides are aligned. So these are the things the window manager of this Enlightenment Desktop can do. And we also have a few other things somewhere, settings here. So here, palette, we can change our theme, I guess. If you want to make it something disgusting, you can do it. Here you can change the tone, you can change many things. Yeah, let's just try to restore its grayness somehow. And unfortunately, there are no themes for you to download from this theme manager. You will have to import it from a file, and to be able to do that, you will have to get it from the web. I did not see any Enlightenment themes appearing in the art repos. Of course, you can change settings for a lot of other things around here. So what is this? Swipe bindings, for example, which I have no clue. Oh, you can do a gesture. Do your swipe gesture. I'm not sure what is this one doing. Yeah, it does not seem to. No devices detected that are capable of gesture recognition. All right. So I guess you cannot do this with mouse. It is for touchpads, which is good to know. But few other things, configuration, performance. What is this performance? Oh, you can change application priority, and that's all. Okay, so there are a few other things to set up with Enlightenment, and if we want to do themes, we will have to look the themes up on the website. And let's just go through what themes are available for this desktop environment before we stop today's video, before we close this episode off. So on the ArchWiki page for the Enlightenment Desktop, it will tell you that you can find themes on the enlightenment-themes.org website here, which is this one. This is basically a Pling site which you can use for finding the Enlightenment Desktop related themes here. There are many. And so let's try this Bling Bling, where you can find the source on GitHub. And here you go to the files, and you need to download this EDJ file, which is the file format for the Enlightenment Desktops. Save it. Enter. Okay, so this one has been downloaded, supposedly. So let's go to our... Well, we should go to the downloads folder, which is in home somewhere. And can we just double click this? Well, I guess not. So we should go back to the settings and theme, and I guess import file and downloads, Bling Bling, okay. And now apply. And the theming has been applied. So this is how you can theme your Enlightenment Desktop. This is not the best looking theme I managed to find here, but you got the point. This kind of, you will have to find a theme that fits your liking on the internet and then download it and then apply it. So this is not the most convenient way of dealing with this like gold-plated look is just plain silly. And why doesn't the power button work now? But anyways, it's not a big problem if the power button doesn't work, because also in your main menu you have all these icons that will do everything that the power button would do. So I guess that's it for today's episode. So this was the Enlightenment Desktop. I guess there is not much I can say about it. If you like it, you like it. It did not give me a good impression, but you know, every free software is a work in progress, so it might turn into something later that I would like. But even, you know, if I don't like it, you might still like it, and now you've seen how this works. And well, I guess if you want something like this, then you can install it, you can try it out. It is free because it's free software. You install it from your repository. And if you don't like it, you can switch to something else. So there is not much sunk cost in trying it out for yourself if you find this interesting. So this is the end of the video. Have a good day. Subscribe for more content. Give me a like or give me a comment if you have anything to say. I will try to get into an argument with you in the comment section to boost the algorithm. But anyways, see you in the next one. Bye bye.